Welcome back. Joining me now is Superior Heating and Air's Dave Miller, and he is going to talk to us about getting our HVAC system ready for the fall, which it actually kind of feels like fall out there today. Welcome back, Dave.
Hello.
So we might actually have to turn our heat on one of these days, and I think we've talked about this before, but tell us about what that smell is, where it smells like it might be overheating or burning. That's not harmful or not scary, right?
Absolutely. It's a common question we get all the time, definitely worth talking about again. In our systems that we have in this area, we have electric resistance heat, in a sense, for backup heat. And when you first turn them on after a cooling season or the first time for the year for heating, you end up getting a burning smell or burning dust off those heating elements. And it will start to stink or maybe even give a little bit of a burning smell.
But it's nothing to worry about.
It is, and keep an eye on it. If it seems to go longer than a couple minutes, then you may want to call somebody. But it usually dissipates over 20 minutes or so.
Okay. And so what if I feel like my filters don't look very dirty? Do I really need to change them?
For what they cost, it's probably worth changing them. There's a lot of air running through those things, so who knows what's in them. Even if they're not picking up, say, a lot of dirt, there could be other stuff sitting on the surface of the filters. So, for most cases, I would say just change them if you're already that far along where you're looking at them or have them pulled apart.
And how often should that be, really?
That's house dependent. I've seen some only last a month and some last 6 months. So it really depends on the traffic in your house, the type of floors you have, and things like that. If you have a lot of carpet, sometimes the carpet picks up a lot of the dirt and it doesn't really always make it to your filters.
Okay, so I guess I should be checking it more than I am, because I don't check it once a month for sure.
Absolutely. I recommend check it once a month and see how it's doing and then get a feel for it. And you might notice that, hey, my house every 2 months it's dirty, and then you put it on a 2-month cycle. Or you might notice, hey, every 3 or 4 months. And then after you know how long it takes, then from there on out, it seems to be okay.
And what are some other tips you might have on getting our systems to be as efficient as they possibly can be?
Well, filters is a great start, like we talked about. A dirty filter can, cost as much as 15% more to operate your system with a dirty filter. And then just have them serviced to make sure they're working to their peak performance.
And how often do you recommend having them serviced? Is that twice a year?
Twice a year is optimum.
Okay.
You can get away with once a year if you have to, but twice is definitely better.
And for people who are either looking to buy or sell a new home, do you recommend having the system checked out before either of those events happen?
Absolutely, 100%. You just air conditioning and roofs and termites are like the #1 thing that ends up costing a lot of money after the purchase. So you want to make sure that if it's something that's going to be as expensive as an air conditioner, it's working when you buy the house.
Right.
That way you don't get yourself in a scenario where you're stuck having to make a major repair after you just spend a bunch of money on your new home.
And also, if you're about to sell, you want to make sure it's in working order, so that's not something you have to give credit for at the closing.
Exactly.
Okay. So where can we learn more about energy and cost-saving tips from you, and how do we get to you?
Well, we have a lot on our website, a lot of blogs and things like that at Superior.AC, real short and easy to get to.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us. It's always great information.
Thank you.